Hello guys, this is the 16th episode, and yeah, and today I think like my videos, even you don't see timing, like for me it's a real thing, right? It's like sunset is happening, so feel doing something like calm so that you can bring your energy level down and preparing yourself for sleep in a way. I prepared a diagram. Mostly this will be part of the next book. So here it's basically, this is consciousness plane. This is what I talked about in the last video also. And this is your body plus mind. Okay. And then this is your projection in your mind. And that is basically memories. So most of the people are here right now. They are in the projection of their mind. That's where like most of the mental health problems also lies, because most of them have no sensation left in the body. Like you cannot feel your body here. You are just like in your mind everything is happening. You cannot see if there is a real air here or not. You cannot see how much space I need to sleep and is the space enough. It's like if I give you a cubicle, will you feel suffocation or not? Although the air is there, you are breathing, it's fine. So that kind of follow the mental models. And here, this is the human being level, okay? This is the level of the identity that you have associated with. So the good way of calling this is, this human being is identified as a male, 32 years old, this nationality, this education or whatever. All of that is this mental game. The memory game, okay? The conceptual game. Right now we are playing here only. So the communication can only happen here. So that's the problem. Communication cannot take you directly here, because communication can only happen in the mental world. So because it can only happen in the mental world, that's why a lot of people say that silence is the best teacher. Like Krishnamurti in his last lecture, and he is like, okay, let's be silent for 2 minutes. And he just sits silent there for 2 minutes. And that was the final, final message. Or a lot of people, generally you see like silence is written everywhere. It's like, it's a catchphrase now. It's because we can only talk in this sphere. We can only talk in conditioning. So this is the conditioning also. From your age, whatever you are acquired, the condition of you. Okay, I think very nice diagram. Awareness, as you are talking about, where you start meditation from, will be here. And then it's a way to kind of like remove all of this so that you can just feel this. That's the Buddhist way. So like a lot of like physical yoga is to not worry too much about this, but work so that you can feel this body more. So if you feel this body more, then at least these two planes you can be conscious of. So generally, as I was showing you earlier in the other videos, like you sit and out of nowhere, there will be some thought of worry that will come to your mind. So observe my condition around here right now, okay? What is the condition? It's a nice weather, everything is nice, not too much sound pollution, not too much nothing, it's peaceful. And I sit, even the voice I hear of birds or people is invoking a certain kind of thought or reaction in myself. So as I told you earlier, that is the external trigger, okay? If you sit in a mountain, there is no noise, nothing, so those triggers will be removed, okay? But those triggers, so basically at that time, only you are inside whatever the thought bag that you have created here, only that will be left. So you will only have to deal with them. let's sit and observe our thoughts. So this observation, you understand, you don't need to sit in a very quiet place. The quiet place means the external triggers are away, so you can focus more on what is internal, what is already inside you. So you want to deal with your past in a way. So that is helpful in that sense. Past means the collection of memories. At this point of time, you are fine. I am good looking, fine, like the guy, everything is good. But there is a conception of time which comes out of the conception of past, because the past guides you. Oh no, this can happen, no, this cannot happen. And for you, it's like you have your own experience in life, right? So you have tried something for 5 times, it has worked 3 times, so you'll be like, oh okay, I will take my chances. Something you got, it was like easy in first time, so that you take like obvious. You'll be like, yeah, I can do that. So it's your own way you have gathered like decision making power in your life by your own memories, experience, the books you have read, the people you have met, and everything. So but that will be basically mental model, going deeper inside the mental model. So if we extend this kind of like hierarchical graph upwards, if we keep extending it upwards, then we can go here like the mental models also, like the first thought. So first thought will be of I, like it starts from the I only. I and basically self and non-self. So the mind, this mental projection, it not always have like the self, it always have the others, like outside environment also with it, conditions. So it's a conditional reality, and this is your real body, real sensations basically, that is actually working like all the time to make this happen, because this system, brain cannot work if the heart stops working, you understand. What else can I communicate through this diagram? So the real thing, the consciousness and this like actual body plus mind, this relationship people always show it in a circular manner. Circular manner means you don't take any conditional here. It's like how people show like 2 snakes coiling together in that way. So it's like this is possible because of this, and this is possible because of this. That kind of relationship is here. It's a paradoxical relationship. But yeah, so that's where is nobody from outside can guide you to reach from here to here. Not reach, basically it's always there, just to realize it. That will be your personal experience. But all of this can be taught and maybe removed, and external help and all of that. What psychology deals with is like these are your mental models. So it says like, okay, this mental model, don't project it like this, project it like this, and all of that. So when we are sitting in meditation, we are actually going upward here. So we are dividing this also into internal and external duality, right? So when mind starts projects the feeling of self or I, then it starts dividing it into 2. Because that projection in mind in itself is kind of one part of it. It's not the full consciousness. Full consciousness lies here, where there is like heart also, and basically there's a awareness like of life, plus all this like heart, this body plus mind thing happening together, like everything like inside the packaging, okay. So that is actually the place of the present, where you the floating time, right, as we call it, because time is floating right now. The moment I say it, it's not the moment I observed and said it. You see, maybe it's a 1 second difference, but still it's I cannot catch that. I see it, okay, you understand, like that I'm seeing it, and then I am translating it. Okay, this is what I saw, but there is a processing lag in that. It's like a CPU. It takes some time. Maybe it's microseconds or like very short amount of time, but you cannot catch it with words. So yeah, I think let's just two sitting. All of these graphs and everything, I think it will only make sense for someone, very few people. I understand it because people are not even questioning, in their life. I mean, that's our role. Our role is to just make it as simple as possible. Obviously, it's everyone's choice, to do whatever you do with this life. It's yours. That's what you got, basically. Do what you want. However you want to spend, you are free. And that's what should happen, actually. But then we have put like these constraints in the name of good or in the name of bad. You need to expand on